With 2018 coming to a close and 2019 on the horizon, I just wanted to take some time to thank everybody who watches my videos for actually tuning in, subscribing. We got to 100,000 on this channel. I actually never thought it would happen. Not that I wasn't optimistic I'd get the views. I just figured either it would get taken down, the entirety of the channel, or I would just, lose access to it. To actually be able to get to this point and reflect on the year is just phenomenal to me, especially through everything that I've been through, because I'm not one to throw a pity party and expect people to feel bad for me. That's not the type of person that I am. I like to just showcase what it is that I've gone through, document what it is that I've gone through, let you guys be the judge for yourself. If you feel a certain way about it, you feel it. If not, then life goes on. But really looking back and reflecting exactly what transpired this particular year, it has been up and down, and more down for the most part. This hasn't been as good as a year as I thought it would be. Now that I really put stuff into perspective, things happen in quarterly sort of moments for me. Let's just start in the beginning, in January. Kicked off things with a bang. Facebook kicking off the NFL commentary series and really the sports commentary series, and things were going well. And then what happened? I find myself in the hospital with a severe flu.
This shit is really getting me tight. My TV got the Kardashians. People next to me watching the whole game. I got the remote. Ain't no Fox network on this damn TV. So what TV is this? Why they get to watch the game and I can't? They acting like ISIS of the damn hospital. I had enough of this bullshit.
See, I kind of downplayed how bad it was, but I could not breathe. More importantly, my laptop ended up, completely shutting down and crashing, where I lost darn near all of my files, but I was luckily able to get some of it back for the most part. But I was in the hospital, and when I got out that same day when Pittsburgh lost to Jacksonville in the playoffs, and then I came back home unable to post. So I did, when I got my camera and everything back and I was able to go and post, I did, but I downplayed how I actually felt. It was extremely hard to breathe. In fact, my head was pounding for about 2 straight weeks, but it did not stop me from posting, because this is ultimately what made me what made me happy. More importantly, I made a commitment to do these videos and interact with you guys and push out content. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna let whether it's a sickness or illness or feeling depressed or feeling down on myself, I'm not gonna let that alter what my obligation is. Then we fast forward through February. Then nothing really happened in February, but to March I had the car accident. So I had this car since the tail end of 2015, and lo and behold, what happens? On my way home from Queens, sleep at the damn wheel. Drove a good, I would say it was a little bit, I'd say half a mile where I was completely, asleep. Maybe half a mile is kind of high. I'd say maybe about a quarter of a mile, or a little bit under a quarter of a mile. Drove straight, completely asleep, right into a damn street pole. And then from that point,
you see that car that looks like it just got ambushed by a bunch of Decepticons? Yeah, that's my car. You're probably wondering how I found myself in this situation. Well, I was driving home at approximately 5 a.m. last night, and I found myself pulling up to a red light after coming off of the highway. Unbeknownst to me, my body opened the Bible to Matthew 11 verse 28 and started to recite, "Come to me, all ye who labor, and I shall give you rest." And a battle internally began between sleep and my consciousness, where the former was starting to win the battle. At this point, I found myself in quite the conundrum. Do I pull over and go to sleep, or do I drive the 8 blocks to go to sleep inside of my house? I chose the latter, so I proceeded to crack open the windows, increase the volume of my Pokemon instrumentals, and as the light turned green, I made eye contact with the driver next to me, put my foot down on the gas, and proceeded to drive. However, much to my chagrin, my body was already planning to activate TM44, and I began to rest. After the anesthesia kicked in, I thought I was driving down the right side of the lane, only to find myself a split second later driving through a street light and landing on top of another.
Crazy, right? Lost the entire car. What happened to me? A ripped pair of jeans, a cut on one of my coats, but outside of that, nothing. I did kind of downplay how hard the whiplash was, because I wasn't able to turn my head to the side for about 2 weeks. weeks. But, I still pushed through. I think I only didn't post for about a day or a day and a half, and I got right back to posting because ultimately this is what made me happy. I hope you'll understand the theme that I'm trying to put out here. Then we go through the spring into the summertime. Things started to pick up from there. Then I started to get blocks on the channel in which I got stuff suspended. At the tail end of August, I saw my entire Facebook get taken down. More importantly, during the summer, I lost one of my former teammates in high school. Rest in peace to Gene. I hope you are looking down on us no matter where it is that you are. I ended up losing a teammate. That was pretty tough. It really puts life into perspective. And losing the Facebook page, 122,000 likes, completely gone. Then we had the strikes on the channel, battles back and forth with different sort of things regarding copyright or community guideline stuff here and there. Other things going on with the family, but continue to downplay it, go along with life, not gonna let life get me down. Go into the season thus far, and I should say starting the whole new series and stuff that I had going on. Then some financial problems here and there, other problems here, trying to get stuff up and posting, but still soldiered through and stayed positive throughout the entire thing. Now we get to the tail end of the year, and then what happens? Now my aunt happens to pass away. This is probably the first 2-hour span where I haven't had somebody crying in my house. It has been very, it's a somber feel around here. You can imagine having a mother who's going to retire next year. Let me just put it into context so you understand exactly what transpired, because my mother took a week, or I should say a 2-week vacation to try to spend time with her sister. And the very first day that she takes her vacation, her sister passes away. More importantly, she passed away as she was walking into her room. So you can imagine the eerie feeling of walking in and seeing somebody pretty much die before your eyes. So that's very, very trippy. By the time I got there, I was looking at a lady in a body bag, somebody that I knew my entire life. So that's kind of hard. But nonetheless, we still soldier through. Why? Because trials and tribulations happen, things that happen in life, they all the time. All right, it's an up and down. Life is a roller coaster, but you got to understand the pain and the turmoil that you go through. It's interim. It's all temporary, because like I said, if life is indeed a roller coaster, when you hit your down, there has to be up. You have to stay optimistic that there will be an up. So that's what I'm carrying into 2019. 2018 wasn't the best year regarding numbers. I guess we can say things went very well on the channel, I should say, at least for my business being a comedian. But I would hope in 2019 we just continue to increase, and everything else that's going on in my personal life, which I don't really like to share for the most part, but a lot of people have sent out their love and support, more importantly sending their condolences for what has gone on. So I truly do appreciate you guys for that and actually reaching out, because you really don't have to at all. It's not your job to, but we built a connection over the years or the months that you guys have followed me. So I truly do appreciate you guys for that. But the lasting message that I just want to send going into the new year is, remember, all of the trials and tribulations in your life, whether you're a student in school, whether you're just a kid, growing up, or you're an adult and things are happening in life, it's temporary. Whatever's going on, it's temporary. Find your happiness and continue to chase that happiness, because that's the only thing that matters in life. A lot of people say money. A lot of people say love. A lot of people say, materialistic things. What actually matters is your happiness and your peace. So always chase that. Marty Schottenheimer used to always say, there's a gleam. You find that gleam, you find that happiness, and you continue to chase it, because that's what my life is about at this point. So going into the brand new year, that's my message to you guys. And I just want to sincerely thank every single one of you guys for rocking with me this long. Enjoy your New Year's.